We'll see what happens going forward. But I don't know. I got a lot to think about, to be honest. Just for me personally, going forward with the game of basketball, I got a lot to think about. The day I can't give the game everything on the floor is the day I'll be done. Lucky for you guys, that day is not today.
LeBron James is not retiring.
Oh my gosh.
We're hanging on the edge of our seat.
LeBron James's recent revelation that he'll be returning for a 21st NBA season has been met with some irritation, not for the decision itself, but for the way the Los Angeles Lakers star delivered the message.
Please welcome to the stage, the GOAT, LeBron James.
The day I can't give the game everything on the floor is the day I'll be done. Lucky for you guys, that day is not today. God bless y'all. Love y'all.
After briefly pondering retirement at this year's playoff exit, James announced at Wednesday's ESPY Awards that he'll be back for the 2023-24 season, playfully telling the audience they were lucky to get another year out of him. The message was not well received by the NBA media, and here we break down the real hate LeBron faced after his shocking announcement. Dan Patrick is a sportscaster and radio personality who is best known for his work on ESPN. He hosted the late-night edition of SportsCenter from 1990 to 2006. These days, he hosts a radio show called The Dan Patrick Show. Patrick thought this whole LeBron not retiring announcement was ridiculous.
LeBron shocked the sports world. He's coming back.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not retiring?
Yeah, no.
I could have swore it was done.
LeBron retiring? Question mark.
Announcing he's coming back? Who thought that he wasn't?
When I heard it, I go, oh, LeBron, don't. You don't need this attention.
Lucky for you.
Yeah. Now, did he win an ESPY? Was the category player who surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the all-time scoring list, and the ESPY goes to?
How often do they give that one out?
LeBron James! I'm going, what?
LeBron just had some really interesting quotes in his speech that he gave.
Mm-hmm.
Like he said, you can love me, and I know some of you will hate me, but the one thing you will always do is respect me.
I don't know why he needs to do this. When the Lakers lost to the Nuggets, and then he wasn't sure, I said, just somebody hug him. Just hug him. Say it's okay. At the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow at night, you're probably one of the 2 or 3 greatest players who's ever played the game. It's okay. I wasn't waiting for an announcement. I got one, and then ESPN's treating it like it's breaking news. And I went, you know what's breaking news? If he retired. Not that he's coming back. Who thought that he might retire? Nobody. Was that his Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator? I'll be back. Lucky for you.
Lucky for you.
Today's not that day.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Come on now, get up, everybody. It just is needy, and you don't need it. I want publicity. Don't forget about me. I don't want to cheat the game. Just play.
Rich Eisen is another SportsCenter legend who didn't like the LeBron show at the ESPYs. He hosted the 11 p.m. edition of SportsCenter from 1996 to 2003, and he has been the host of The Rich Eisen Show on NFL Network since 2003. This is what he and his crew had to say on James's announcement.
One thing that I was not waiting on at all was whether LeBron James was going to announce he was coming back for a 21st season. I'm straight up.
He did that to take away from the fact that the Nuggets had just swept him. We came on here the next day and didn't talk at all about the Nuggets. We talked about LeBron. Come on. Nobody bought that for a second.
I didn't.
And so he goes on an ESPN-produced event last night.
Yes.
And then he comes on last night and says, I'm back. And then does this thing that I think you should do after every take this
year. Should I do that?
Just do this.
Put the current
whatever this is.
Well,
and this is supposedly breaking news and red banner on the bottom line and leading first take. Come on.
Trust me, LeBron's not showing up for this award if his family isn't presenting it and he's not winning it. And I know that. That's what happened back in the day when we, and I'll include myself in this, were building the ESPYs. And it was tough getting athletes to come to these things. Tough. I went down this road to say, there's no question LeBron wanted to say what he said last night. I wouldn't be surprised if he was reading off a prompter that this thing was written. This is what he wanted to say, and I know that it bothers some people that he likes to be scripted like that.
It's okay to call these guys out for it being awkward and weird.
Or you know what? It's just this is the way they want to conduct their business, and I'm glad he's coming back for 21st season. I just didn't think it He was in doubt. You know what?
What are we doing last night?
This is just who he is. This is what makes him tick. How about this? Your family comes, they present you with an award, and you speak. And he decided to say, I'll make an announcement that I'm coming back. And we all didn't think was necessary. And that's what makes him tick, and that's why he's going to be great for his 21st season.
Doug Gottlieb has been working for Fox Sports since April 2017. He is the host of The Doug Gottlieb Show, a nationally syndicated Fox Sports radio program. His show is one of the most listened to shows on Fox Sports Radio. He is also a regular contributor to FS1's top shows. Gottlieb is known for his sharp wit and his outspoken opinions. He is not afraid to challenge the status quo or to criticize players, coaches, and administrators. He too was critical on LeBron's performance at the ESPYs.
What's amazing is, instead of using that moment to talk about breaking the record and different baskets that were made and passing Kareem and what it meant to be a Laker, I don't remember the point where he goes, looking up at those banners and seeing Wilt and Kareem and Mikan and Kobe and Magic. No. He did what I guess we expect our star athletes to do. He talked about himself and announced last night that he wasn't retiring. So he announced that he wasn't retiring when no one thought he was retiring. That's a weird one, right? What do people always say about their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend? They always say, well, he's a narcissist. He's a narcissist. Well, you do know what a narcissist is. Personal qualities that include a very high a belief in oneself, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, and lacking empathy towards others. You're just somebody who has, you're really high on yourself. You don't really read the room, right? You need people to constantly tell you how great you are, and you feed off that, and it grows. But the need to stand in front of a room full of his peers and announce something that nobody ever disputed was just bizarre. But it's quite obviously narcissistic behavior.
Colin Cowherd is another respected sports show host that didn't like LeBron's ESPYs appearance. Cowherd, who has been a LeBron supporter throughout the years, said, "It was kinda over the top for LeBron."
Kinda over the top. Lucky for us. Standing ovation, playing to the crowd, I get it. But, I understand the star-driven league. I get it. But how about we make something cool in 2024 and beyond? An occasional moment of humility by a pro athlete. That would be great. By the way, I think that's why I like Jokic and Giannis. I think it's why I like them. They're about the team and the community. It's okay. I know they won't get the ratings or sell the shoes of others, but it's kind of nice. I like LeBron. I'm pro LeBron. How lucky are we? A little cringy, but how lucky are we? There's a lot of good players in this league. One of them just swept you.
Rob Parker is a polarizing figure in sports media. His fans appreciate his willingness to speak his mind, while his critics find him to be offensive and disrespectful. He's currently a co-host of The Odd Couple on Fox Sports Radio with Chris Broussard. This is what he had to say on LeBron after his ESPN award show performance.
This is the reason why it's hard for people to embrace LeBron James. I'm just going to say it. Everything is contrived. Everything is rehearsed. Everything is phony. And so it doesn't feel right. This contrived conversation last night, he was announcing he wasn't retiring. Who thought he was retiring? JR? Nobody thought he was retiring. When they got swept in the Western Conference Finals, the way he was able to deflect getting swept in the Western Conference Finals was to say and throw out a hint that he might be retiring. That was which was never real. That was, I don't want everybody to talk about me getting swept. I don't want anybody to talk about the Nuggets. So if I put this phony story out that I might retire, that's where the conversation went. And the next day, of course, that was the conversation. The issue here is, for all of that, you lose people, and that's why he's still out here trying to get people to respect him and feeling like he's been slighted because he keeps doing it. Do you remember after they won the championship and he said, when y'all gonna give me my damn respect?
Yeah,
Why would you have to ask that? Why would you have to ask that? When are you going to give me my damn respect? Because everything's contrived. Because everything is just disingenuous. That's the issue. This is why even after Michael Jordan had The Last Dance, and ESPN did a poll, and Michael Jordan swept the poll, I think, in almost every category, and people got to see him and still didn't think LeBron was the greatest.
Right.
And he just continues. Let other people shower you and give you your flowers and respect you for what you've done. Whenever you stand there and you say, yeah, after we came back from 3-1 against Golden State, that's when I knew I was the GOAT. Who says that?
Hey, look, it's just a capper to the greatest offseason in the history of offseasons. LeBron James is back. Lock up the championship parade.
Rob Pelinka brought him back.